So I decided I will show you how to change the screen of a feature phone, and in this case a SIMI. And thanks for watching Phone Lookout. Um, Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. To those who are subscribed, thanks a lot. You do mean a lot. By the way, always click on the like button and comment if you have any questions. Now, let's proceed. So anyway, I think I will show you the entire process of changing this phone screen, or at the very least how to remove the screen that is there to prep it to receive the new replacement screen. So right now, of course, the first thing is to open. Now look at that groove, just clip into that and remove the cover. Of course, you will have to remove the battery, that goes without saying. Now this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. So unscrew the first out. So it looks like I'm the first because I've just perforated a warranty sticker right there. So this warranty is void if he had any. Okay, I see here they say made in Uganda, which is a bit interesting. I don't know what's the difference between made and assembled. Those two have now lately been being used interchangeably. I like the color of the phone though. It's a high visibility phone, and therefore I don't think you can misplace this in your room. It's like a reflector jacket on a phone. So anyways, now that we've removed those screws, the next thing is to pry this open, and I'll use my surgical tool for that. So get in between that gap and ensure right there. Did I remove that screw? Oh god. By the way, that's where you have to pause whenever you meet a lot of resistance. It's usually the device giving you some bit of feedback. Okay. Okay, now that is out. That being out, let's now proceed with our prying. Okay, just like that, counterclockwise, actually clockwise, and this gets out of place right there. Okay, that's the look of things so far, and I think let me just take a shot for the thumbnail. And now if you look at the screen, it's actually dead, and you can see the patch of liquid collected to that side. Anyways, let me just put in the battery and just show you which would look like. So that's where the on button is. Suppose that should correspond to this. So I'm going to attempt to power it on. Okay, now you see what the screen is looking like. Now that's what we have to change. Okay, now I am not going to allow it to power on all the way. I feel like shutting it down, but let me just remove the battery. I know I do not like that, but it's okay for once. So now when you look at this, this is soldered directly onto the motherboard. That's why I felt it was a worthy tutorial to show you. Actually, there's another one that I did before. You can also check it out. I'll leave it there in the top right corner. I'll leave a card there, and perhaps a URL in the description, or a link in the description down below there. So to remove this screen, you will need a soldering iron, and let me get my soldering iron. I feel horrible I didn't place it as I was opening. That would help me save. Pardon me, my lighting has decided to play games on me. Let me just correct it and come back. Sorry. Okay, we are back. So this is my soldering iron, and it's on. You can see the light. So I'm going to put it to the maximum, and then also we shall need soldering paste or flux. Now, as our soldering iron heats up, let's the soldering iron, it's up. Let's apply our flux right there. Okay, just like that. I think also it goes without saying that we'll need soldering wire. Let me first locate mine and then come back, because I know my soldering gun is about to be at its hottest. Okay, and that right there is the soldering wire that I have. Here I'm going to scoop up some to the tip of the soldering iron. Still doesn't seem to have heated up enough. Okay, don't mind that. So now what I am going to do is, when you look at this screen, I am going to hold it while bending it from this side outward as I apply heat to the soldering point. So I'm bending it out of the frame, and just like that, it is out. Now the next thing is to clean off the extra solder that remained to get it ready to receive the new. Okay, that's it. So I am going to have to go with this phone this way. Where I buy the screens, I normally test the screens before placing them in, so they are going to be the ones to place it in. But let me demonstrate with the very screen that I have removed to show you how I would place this back onto the frame. So now when you look at this, it's supposed to sit into the phone like that. So therefore when I'm soldering it, I will have to place it in this way. Let me try to zoom in. Okay, so what I would naturally do is, that is labeled 1. I don't know whether you can see that right there. It's labeled 1, and that is 20. Now when you look on this board, it's labeled 1 up to 24. So I'll just focus on the first one, number 1, align it, stick it there. Sorry, it's not yet held. Okay, it's a bit hard because when the solder is still molten, the ribbon wants to jump out. So I'm going to press the ribbon down using that. Okay, that's held down. Okay, solder also that. And then now what I'm going to do to restrain this down, I'll use that and keep swabbing on each of the terminals backwards, like you see it right there. Okay, and that should do the trick for you. So I'm squeezing it down while soldering it in place, and just like that, your thing will be fine. Unfortunately, I'll have to remove this again because I need to get it changed, so I will proceed to do that just to give you a rough clue of what I did earlier on, and then prep that to receive. Okay, that's it. See you next. Okay, so I have returned from where I have to buy the screen from, and this is it. I felt like I owed it to you to show you the final result, in as much as it had to be placed on from there for the sake of testing my replacement screen. And this is the replacement screen. Okay, now let me just power it up to show you how it actually looks like. Hit the power button. I already have the battery placed in. I am just praying it has some charge. Now does it? Let me remove it, plug it back in, and then power on the phone. Okay, so you see it shows right there SIMI, and it's powering on, and this will sit right in there. Why don't I usually don't like this guy is putting the screen into the phone for me is you can see that some liquid went into those portions. Yeah, but then I'll have to bear with that. So this is the new replaced screen, and I believe that's bright enough and everything is clear for seeing. So anyways, now let's just proceed to cover it up to make our video complete. I should have first powered down before removing the battery, but we can be pardoned this once for having not done that. So before I cover, I have to peel off this polythene that protects the old screen, and then I need the main parts of the phone. Bring this and place it over right there, and this basically snaps back into place. But I just want to verify something from here. My mouthpiece is in place. Oh, this thing is well snapped in, and that is also in position. So now I am going to place this cover, the front face of the phone, into place. Okay, now okay, I believe it's perfectly aligned, and that snaps into place. Now before I put my final screws, let me again power on the phone. Okay, let me just clean the terminals of the battery a bit. Okay, that's out, and then we now plug that in and hit our power button. So I have closed it up and still lighting up, so I can put the final screws into place. Let me just get my screwdriver. The first of them goes right in here. Okay, that's number one, followed by the second one. I'm beginning from the peripheries. Okay, then number 3, four, and 5, and then finally 6. Okay, that's a stray one. No, it has 6 rays as opposed to the normal, so it's still lighting up. So I'll just make my screws tighter and firmer, and that's how you replace the screen of these button phones or Chinese phones. Okay, I'm just tightening it right now. Okay, I'll wake it up again, it's showing well. And then I can now put the ultimate cover into place, and that's it. So unlock, and that's what we have. So thanks for watching Phone Lookout. Subscribe, like, comment, and do share. See you in the next video.